Hey everyone, I am sitting in front of a Roland V60 switcher, and I'm going to show you how to utilize the preset memories that is built within your unit. This is super helpful, and it acts as a baseline in case something goes wrong or if it's not outputting the way it should be, whether that be video or audio. This is essentially like a baseline to reset all of those settings that you had before. All right, first thing you need to know is the different layers. So these two, as you're probably familiar, are your side screens. Those are what we primarily use to switch back and forth. And then we have what's called the aux bus or the aux memory. And that's this top row here that is typically used as your center screen output selection, but it also acts as your memory preset selection. So right now you can see that things are green and there's one red one right here. That is because it is in aux mode right now. So that is to switch your center screen displays. So if you actually go over to mode and you hit this button here, then you can see that everything just turned blue. And that is displaying your preset memories. So as you can see here, I just have one loaded right now. That's all I have saved. That's my main preset. So if you're ever in a pinch and something is not displaying correctly or outputting correctly, then all you have to do is hit that button and then press that button there. You can see that things start to switch and my screens just came back on, and now I am displaying in the way that I have been displaying when I saved that preset. So now I can still switch back and forth just like I normally would, but I want to remember to switch it back to aux mode so that I can proceed as I normally would. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to recall, save, and protect your memory presets. So going up into the menu, I'm going to hit the menu button. Using the encoder on the side, I'm going to scroll down and go all the way to preset memory. Now to select my item, I'm going to push in the encoder knob, and now you can see that we are in the preset memory menu. So the first one on the screen is what you can load manually. We already showed you how to do that super easy, so I'm going to skip that one. Now save is going to be the one that is the most important. So as you can see, it is protected currently. That means that I can't overwrite any of my existing presets. So that is a great state for it to be in normally, but if you do need to save a new preset or overwrite a current preset, then what you're going to do is scroll down and go to Memory Protect and hit the button in, and then we're going to scroll it on over to off, press it one more time, and then I'm going to scroll back up, and you can see that Save and Delete now have the option of editing memories. So to save, I am going to click on Save, and then memory 1 is the one that I'm going to overwrite. And so I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to ask me if you want to actually save over it. So it says memory 1, sure, yes or no. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit yes, and when I hit yes, the current state of the switcher is going to be saved to memory 1. Whatever you have going on in the switcher is what will be in that preset. So it's super important if you are going to store over top of a new memory or an existing memory, or especially your main memory, just make sure that everything in the switcher is as it should be before doing that. So once you're sure of that, you're going to hit yes, and then you can see it says complete. So then what you want to do is you want to go back down and you want to relock that. So you want to put the memory protect back on. So I'm going to go to on, press it in, and now we're good to go. So now if I scroll back up, you can see that it is protected from being overwritten or deleted. So another thing of note here that I would say is look at startup and see which memory that is set to currently. So what you want to make sure is whatever your baseline memory is, which I would recommend memory 1, that is the one that you want to launch on startup. So you can change that and you can select whichever one you want, but 9 times out of 10, I would make sure that it's on your baseline memory or memory 1. So that is how you manage your presets and overwrite and save new ones. My recommendation would be to not do that often. You really should only have one main preset that resets the switcher in a moment of panic or something is not working. It is best to just have the one. That way anyone recalling that preset knows exactly which one is the correct one. There are small situations in which you might want to add another preset. Before doing that, I would make sure that you have a very clear way of communicating which one is your baseline or your emergency preset before you do that. But if you do that and you decide to have another one, then a situation might come up in which you would want to add an input that's not normally there, or change the way that a transition is handled, but those should be few and far between. Otherwise, this just serves as a good backup just in case there are display issues. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out via Help Hub, and we are happy to help you there.